All right, we are back. Dive Bar Comedy.
Yeah, we're back. What episode is this, honey?
This is number 55, and
Wow.
I am Wild Joe.
We've done 55 episodes. Unbelievable.
Yep. This
Just
is,
counting it to number 55, it's really hard.
my dear husband,
I'll be
GT,
like-
speaking.
I can't. I'll be like too tired to count to 55.
Yeah, have you ever done 55 push-ups, 55 sit-ups?
I've done all the way up to, I think, 50. No, 55.
I counted to 100 today. Almost a few times I counted to 50 because I was like, okay, in 50 seconds, I'm going to step away from the baby. And then, you know, the baby would move after like 20 seconds. And then I would start the count over again, trying to get to 100.
I would try to see if you...
Because just step away so that the baby's asleep. But the baby wakes up every 20 seconds to open its one eye and look at me, make sure that I'm still there.
This baby is kind of like really always anxious. He always wants to move around. He always wants to... he looks like he wants to get down on the floor. He's trying to get off you. When I'm holding him, he wants to get off me. He seems like he wants to get on the floor. He wants to walk with Phaedra. He wants to walk around, but he can't. He can't even sit up.
I don't know. He's a little baby. He's only 4 months. He's way too young to walk. So I don't know if he wants anything yet.
But he could hold a milk bottle. Oh, that was unbelievable. He could hold a melon, honeydew melon.
Hey, he's starting to grab things.
Yeah, he could hold it. He could hold it. Hold a slice of the honeydew melon. That's unbelievable. Everybody's amazed.
Yeah, he's got a good grip, good firm grip. He grabs my hair. He's been doing that since he was born. Grabs shirts. Yeah, just grabs at things in general. Sometimes he pinches me. So, yep, he's pretty strong.
Yeah, I think he's the type of guy that's going to be probably getting into a lot of fights. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm going to try to get him not to get in any fights, but you never know with boys. He's
got a good grip. He's
aggressive.
got a good, he's always bored. It seems like he doesn't like to take shit from no one.
Yeah, someone who's bored and agitated.
Yeah.
Could be prone to fighting.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope that's not him, but
you think he's got ADD or something? He can't sit still.
He's a baby. No, he's just growing and wiggling around. Don't worry about it. I don't think you can have ADD as a baby.
Yeah. The other day I was pissed off. I was like, when I'm on stage, when they tell me 5 minutes and they give me the light at 2.5 minutes, I was like, why would you give me a light? One thing about some...
Do they do it to everyone? Do they do it to anyone who's bombing?
No, I saw girls going up before me, like 5, 6, 7, 8 girls went up at the Spotlight comedy show.
Is it a guy or a girl giving them the light?
Guy.
Maybe he found them attractive.
I don't know. He's all like, oh, okay, 6, 7 girls need to go before you. So the girls were just getting their whole full 5 minutes. And then when I went up, he gave me the...
They were not bombing, or were they bombing?
Flat. Everybody was. The audience just wasn't laughing. Just flat. And then I went up. I did a joke. I got laughs. I don't think I bombed. And then after that, I was just going kind of flat again. And he gave me the light. I'm on like... Afterwards, when I'm on stage, I was like already...
Maybe he didn't like your jokes. I don't know.
I spoke to him about it because he did that to me, same thing, a couple of weeks before. And I told him, like, why'd you give me the lights? Or did you give me the light really early? He goes, yeah, I know you do well. I know I've seen you do well a lot of times, but I just thought it was going flat, so I gave you the light. I'm all like, dude.
Like he's trying to save you.
No, it's not about saving. It's actually doing me you're not doing me a favor. What you're doing is, I got a lot of jokes. I could work my way out of it.
I don't know. And besides,
I got a lot of jokes. I could
just
maybe
because
if it's
people
not
are not laughing doesn't mean it's not funny. If it's just a bunch of comics, they're not going to laugh at anything in general. I stopped by the place that you got banned, the Pack Theater, the other day, and this guy, he did pretty well. But he didn't get any laughs, but nobody was really laughing because it was more like a storytelling kind of thing. But the host said, because he kept talking badly about himself, like, oh, I suck and whatever. The host said, you're misinterpreting silence as failure. Just because they're silent doesn't mean you're failing.
Well, there was one guy at the Comedy Store. I used to go up all the time at the Comedy Store. And he used to tell me that even though people aren't laughing sometimes we're not laughing at your jokes, but people are all tuned in when I'm doing comedy.
Yeah, well, that's step one, is get them to pay attention. And then depending if it's an open mic crowd, it's not an audience, it's just comics. They don't count. Comics don't count because they're not laughing. They're not paying attention to you because they're thinking about their own jokes. They've heard too many jokes in their lives and they just are not impressed. They've already probably heard your jokes even, and if not, they've heard a million other jokes. So they really are not going to laugh. They're not shocked and laughing as often as regular people.
Yeah. So I just don't like it when when I'm promoting shows and when I'm giving people the light at my shows. I let everyone have their 7 minutes, even though they're bombing. What can I say? I told them 7 minutes. I let them have their 7 minutes. I don't lie to them. They eventually walk off. If they're doing horrible, they eventually walk off.
I had a show, I think it was 5 or 7 minutes at the Comedy Store upstairs. And the promoter, I brought one person, and the promoter knocked me down from 7 minutes to 3 minutes because I only brought one person. So he said, you can't have your full time. That's actually an idea of something you could do on your show, and you could even tell people in advance, like, hey, it's 7 minutes. You bring one person. If for some reason you fail and you don't bring your person, I'm going to knock you down to 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's something to look at. I'll probably consider it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because it punishes people for not bringing anyone.
Well, they end up not getting booked again.
Yeah, but,
GT's Comedy Jam is a one-person bringer show, and you got to bring one person. I mean,
yeah, I
don't have too many friends. My friends are all, like, scattered.
Yeah.
And I could when I perform at Flappers, I bring one person.
Well, and like what you do or what some of the other comics do is they actually pay for their friend to come in. The comic pays the admission for their friend. So even if you can't find somebody that can pay the $10, some of the comics will pay for their friend to come because there's no mics in town that you don't have to spend $10 anyway, hardly.
Either way, you have to spend money on drinks. If you buy a beer, you're going to end up spending like $7 or $8, right?
Yeah.
So
you're
getting a flyer. It's actually a booked show. It's not like an open mic. You get up for sure.
Yeah.
Unless you show up and you're like, hey, put me up early. I got to get out of here. That's biggest turnoff. And unless you've done my shows a lot of times before, and I know you, and there was a real emergency, and don't just double book yourself and show up. Hey, but anyways,
yeah. Well,
I just think that when I just don't like it when people give me the light real early. I was like, hello. I mean, I got a lot of jokes I could work with. Even if you don't have to, I'm here to work on my jokes. Like,
yeah, that's
you give
true.
me the light for
is
what?
Practice, yeah.
You give me the light for what? For what reason you give me the light? Is this like we have a big audience?
Yeah.
Even if you did.
No, open mic is a place to practice.
It wasn't
Where
an
else
open mic.
Practice?
It was a book show, but most of the crowd was just some comics themselves.
Oh. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say.
I told the promoter, I'm not going to do a show until you guys fix this problem.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a fun show. This episode, we have both of our sets. We put ourselves up, so I don't want to talk too long and get people bored of our voices. So it's GT and me, Wild Joe, and then we have Erin Mohr and Jon Deline, two returning comics.
Yeah, baby crying.
Yeah. So we better get on with it.
I love it.
We better get on with it and let people enjoy the comedy. Attention all drinkers. Attention all drinkers. Do you like a smooth tasting vodka that goes down with no burn? How about Global Vodka, straight from Italy? Check it out. You can find it at global-vodka.com. Not only does it have a smooth, great taste, it also is gluten-free and organic for you health nuts. So try Global Vodka. You can find it at global-vodka.com, or next time you're in LA, check it out at Universal Bar and Grill.
You ready for the next comedian? Yeah! I said, are you ready for the next comedian? Yeah! You goddamn right. Well, next up to the motherfucking stage is the main host for this event, the Gangsta Taco, the Armenian Assassin. Show some love for GT, Tobias! Woo! Yeah, wow. Welcome to Dive Bar Comedy, people. This is GT's Comedy Jam. Thanks everybody for showing up. I want to thank the owner of this place for helping me book this spot. This thing's going to eventually turn into a pilot eventually. We're working on some situation with a producer. We're going to be recording feature shows. We already started recording on our last show, but the producer's not here today. But anyways, we're just working on situations that happens at dive bars. You know what I mean? Like we've had some crazy situations happen here. We've had some bar patrons go crazy on us, trying to fight us. We've had some really weird situations. We know where what happened one time. He got thrown to the side. So eventually, what happened by doing the places and shows at this spot, especially right here, gave us the idea to come up with Dive Bar Comedy, the pilot. Yeah. Eventually we'll turn into a pilot. If it does, the sizzle. Hopefully it might. Something like that. Sounds kind of original, so I don't know. But anyways, I have a little boy now. Thank you. So it's my second kid. I have a 1-year-old. Yeah. After I had my first kid, I went back to work. I fucked the shit out of my wife over and over and over and over and over. Yeah. Until she got pregnant again. Now, I got a little boy. I look at my boy. when I look at him, I can't really tell. He doesn't look like me at all. You know? I'm like this. But when I hold him, it feels like my son. But when I look at him, he just looks like some white boy. He don't look Armenian at all. Some Armenian in disguise. You know? When I hold him, I feel like he's always kicking. He's always kicking, pushing me, like trying to wrestle me, trying to get off me. He's like a little worm. He's just like, get me away. I was like, get out. I want to get out there. I can just feel it. He's another GT. Yeah. I can just feel it. He hates being a baby. I remember when I was a baby. I hated being a baby. I don't remember. But I look back, I'm like, I used to hate being a baby. It's like, who likes being a baby? You constantly stranded. People put you aside and forget the fuck about you.
Is that how you treat your kids?
Yeah. So I look at this kid, he don't look like me. I'm more like, probably my wife cheated on me.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, but I think my wife probably was fucking some guy from the apartment building next door. Some white guy, that's what happened. What did you think so? My wife, she has this like locator on me. She can track me everywhere I go. The fuck you at? Where the fuck you at? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where the fuck? Hold on a second. What are you doing at a park at 1 o'clock in the morning in downtown LA? What the hell are you doing at a park? I'm looking at you right now on this iPhone track. You've been there for 40 fucking minutes, dude. I was like, you know what? I just pulled on. I'm sleepy. I got fucking sleepy. No, you're not. You're not sleepy. You're probably getting a blowjob off some tranny. going to jump off some tranny. You can't even say tranny, it's a transgender. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? When I'm doing comedy, I get a lot of women offering me pussy. Women offer me pussy. When you're doing comedy, women always offer me pussy. It's like, if you're a funny comedian, women offer you pussy. That's what I get. You know? Women throwing their panties at me all the time, every time I get on stage. Every time. So, and then when I come home, I told my wife, you know, I make my wife suck my dick every night. Every day I'm making my wife suck my dick. I spread my legs up. I get on the bed. I spread my legs, just like that fucking chick off that LA Express newspaper. And I tell my wife, hey girl, you gotta suck my dick. I gotta get my rocks off. Women are throwing themselves at me. You gotta do it. I'm a funny comedian. You gotta do it. So that's, she said, no way, I'm not gonna suck your dick. So I said, fuck it. I went to the garage. I got my dick all hard. Picked up a black spray painted it black. Went back inside the house and put it right in front of her face. You know what she did? She went to town. Because she loves black dick, right? My wife likes black dick. Someone said, that's racist. You can't say that. You can't. Everything's racist. Oh, man. Gay guys always look at me like I'm eye candy. Hey! Always looking at me like, oh, I want you so bad! Hey, you! I've been waiting for you all my life. They finger fucked me, asked me out on Facebook. I show it to my wife. She goes, yeah, right! Yeah, right! Who's that? No, what? Get out of here! They follow me to the gym. They get memberships just to see me watching fucking shit change. So I met some girl. She goes, hey, GT, don't take it personal. That's how gay guys are. That's the way they are. She said, have you ever been to a gay club before? I said, no, I've never once been to a gay club. She said, you should go. I said, why? She said, who knows, you might get discovered. Whatever it takes to get discovered, I'm there. She said, yeah, just go. Forget about going to the comedy store. Forget about all these damn dive bars. Go down the hill. Go down the hill to the range. I said, all right, I'm down. Never been there before. All right, guys, we're about to start. We got coming up next. Hey, come on up, Pete. Thanks a lot.
There you go. Good job, sir.
Another round of applause for GT, the Gangsta Taco Topalio. Shout out to Armenians.
Hey, ladies, you want some hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com for everyday great deals on cute and sexy outfits, clubwear, mini dresses, leggings, sexy lingerie. And guys, feel free to stop by too and find something hot for the girl of your dreams. That's everydaysweetheart.com. And for 10% off, use the friend code TAKE10. That's TAKE10. Thanks a lot.
So you guys ready for the next comedian? Hey, did you enjoy GT? You like GT? You goddamn right. You ready for the next person? Phil motherfucking yeah, that's right. So put your hands together, get it going, show some great love. She is a lady, she is a mother, she is a woman, and she's pretty damn good looking. Show some love for Joanna Wild Joe Beatrice.
Wow. All right. Feels good to be up on a stage that doesn't have a pole. Yeah. Life has changed. Life has changed. I am embarrassed to admit this, but I'm GT's wife. I'm not going to tell you how many of those jokes are true, but I do like black dicks, so. No, it's crazy. Now I have 2 babies. Yeah. But some things haven't changed, you know. I still have my tits out half the time when I'm in public. But nobody's throwing ones at me anymore. I mean, what is this? Those babies love tits. I'm not gonna lie. I've never had anybody as into my A cups as these babies are. Yeah. My little girl was born, I was shocked. They put, you give birth, and then they put the baby on your chest, and it like crawls over and like a little animal, and just latches on, and it was sucking so hard, I couldn't believe it. Like, if any of you ever get bit by a snake, I have someone that could suck the venom out. I have the girl for you. But then when I had my little boy, it was a different story. I mean, he's got this tiny little mouth, and it's like all soft, and it's like I'm breastfeeding a goldfish. I have a goldfish on one side and a vampire on the other. That's how I'm spending my days and nights. So, yeah, I'm not able to drink like I used to, you know. I can't just throw back the vodka shots unless I want to go home and give the baby a White Russian. And, you know, you have a baby. Everything you do, the baby does. It's like your joint, you know. And sometimes the baby just has to grow up fast. First threesome at 3 months. First 6-pack at 6 months. First 8-ball at 8 months.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, gotta start them early. That's why they call me Wild Joe. Yeah.
Someone called Child Protective Services.
You know, I always used to say, just kidding, after all my jokes, which is kind of funny, but obviously, I'm just kidding. But, it's crazy. It's fun having a baby. Babies are so cute, you know, they get all the attention, right? I've been using my baby to increase my following on Instagram. Yep, Wild Joe Comedy on Instagram. But you know, when you take, there's nothing that ages you more than taking every single picture next to a newborn baby. It's worse than bad lighting. Pretty bad. And I actually waited until I was 40 to get pregnant. I waited until I was 40 to get married and get pregnant. And now I have to worry my baby's going to come out retarded. Not because I'm 40, but because my husband is retarded. What did you think I was going to get at age 40? You know, they say all the good ones are taken. It's true. Back when I was 25 years old, it was like, I was in LA living it up. It was like, life was a smorgasbord, a buffet of men. I could choose anything I wanted. And then one day I looked around and there's like a couple of straggly pieces of lettuce and a soggy noodle. No, it's fun being married. My husband's actually, he's really nice. He changes a lot of diapers, which is no easy task. It's not easy. These diapers, my baby girl, it's like, how could something so disgusting come out of someone so small and so cute? It's really pretty bad. But the one thing that worries me is he refers to the baby's vagina as her pussy. Yeah. It's kind of creepy. Like, oh, let me get the shit out of her pussy. I'm like, doesn't sound right. But, you gotta cut the guy some slack. You gotta cut him some slack. The only time you've seen women's genitalia before was in a Tijuana whorehouse. I'm surprised he doesn't call it Pinocha. Actually. And, then we had our little boy. And I asked my husband, I was pregnant, and I said, do you think that we could love a little boy as much as we love our little girl? He's like, yeah, it's exactly the same thing, except it has a dick. Not exactly true. I mean, we do love the baby just as much, but, the difference is not that it has a dick. The difference is the balls. I mean, the balls are like full-size balls. If you ever wanted to know what a newborn baby's balls look like, just look at your grandpa's balls. It's the same thing, I'm telling you. And I mean, if I thought it was hard to wipe a little girl off, these balls have shit all around the back, the sides, the front, the cracks, the crevices, the wrinkles, the sagginess. It's disgusting.
It takes 20 minutes.
Disgusting. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes. And I'm telling you guys, I learned something about men. All of you guys, all you men out there right now are walking around with shit on the back of your balls because there's no way to clean it off. It's really rough. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. No, if people knew how much the baby shit, they wouldn't be saying what they say. Every time I bring the baby to a party, they say, oh my gosh, she's so cute, I want to steal her. That is a felony, people. You can't steal babies. Can't steal babies. But, whenever I take her to a party, hand her to one person. Next thing you know, a circle forms around her. She's passed around from one person to the next. I don't even know who has her. It's like bringing a bag of cocaine to a party. When they do return her, she's covered in flashing perfume, lipsticks, and glitter. Like an end-of-the-night stripper. Probably mother of this club. Anyway, you guys. Thanks for listening. I'm Wild Joe. Check me out, wildjoe.com. Let's have a fun show tonight. GT's Comedy Jam. Thank you, GT. And thanks to our host, Mista See.
Another round of applause for Miss Wild Joe. That's right.
LA residents, are you tired of slippery floors? Are you afraid you might slip on your tile? Well, check out tightgripla.com. It's a local business coming out, surveying your floors, and treating it with a non-slip solution, a semi-permanent non-slip solution that will keep your floors safe, whether in the rain outdoors or indoors in the kitchen or bathroom areas that sometimes get wet and very slippery. So if you want safer floors and to not get injured while you're just walking around, check out tightgripla.com.
Hey, we're back, Dive Bar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe.
And this is G to the mother FET, formerly known as GT.
still known as GT, and Erin Mohr, back on our show.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back.
You thought you were booked on this show, and then GT thought you weren't booked, but he's letting you go. So what happened tonight?
I believe there was just a little miscommunication, through the internet, since that happens.
Yeah, that's like, sometimes when you're like complaining.
Me?
What
Me?
the hell
When I'm
am I-
complaining?
Yeah, when you're complaining, I'm too busy all the time and
Oh, God.
staring at my computer middle of the night, and I'm not really coming to bed.
Okay.
This is what happens. I can't
I feel like this is a marriage counseling session.
focus what's going on.
It's
And I've been
pivoting,
missing
isn't it?
Erin's our therapist in
and
this.
I
in
think
this,
I don't have enough comedians, but I actually do have enough comedians for the show. And this is what happens.
Well, what do they call it? Baker's dozen. When you have 12 plus an extra one, and you're the extra one tonight.
Oh, good.
That's called a baker's dozen.
It's lovely to be a...
Well, I see
Number
1, 2,
13.
3 that are not even here yet. So those slow people.
Yeah,
Anyway.
terrible.
Yeah, the slow people. If you're late, we lock the doors. You're not allowed in.
So you've been doing shows in LA, and what kind of reaction are you getting people from bookers?
Either no reaction at all, either I get crickets, or enthusiastic yes.
Have you gone up at the Comedy Store yet at all?
I did. I got up at the open mic once.
How many times did you sign up and you get up?
3 times.
That's good. There's
Yeah.
like 90 to 100 people every week
I know.
for
I know.
15 spots.
Yeah.
So you're lucky.
But yeah, I didn't get anything out of it. But
What about the improv?
I got up there too on their Tuesday night, their open thing.
I like that one because it's not too late.
Yeah,
It's early.
Yeah, it's nice and easy, right?
You don't have to stay up late.
Yeah. As long as you get there early enough to get a ticket.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That one's fair. That one's a fair draw. They draw it out of a bucket. I really think that one's fair. Comedy Store, they take it to the back room. They do their little calculations in private.
Yeah.
They come out. You know what? You're using the spelling of your name, Erin, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's why you got up, because they're like affirmative action for women there.
Oh, really? They're picking women
You'll
more?
see about 5 women in the line, and like 2 of them will make it onto the stage any given time. I mean,
Keep going
you
back
think
then.
there's sexism, and I had this experience also when I had a band. It's not necessarily sexism. There's no women even trying. You go to the line, it's 85 men and 5 women.
Yeah.
So actually, the Comedy Store does try to promote women in whatever ways they can.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's the same thing everywhere. It's 90% men, 10%
Yeah,
women.
and I don't know where the women are. I always have wondered. I go to bars, it's all men sitting at the bar. You go to the dive bar, it's all men sitting at the bar. You have a band, you go to the rehearsal studio, every single room is full of bands that are all men. There's like,
Dudes, yeah.
You study in college, it's all guys. I study business, all guys. And I know technology and computers and physics and anything like that, it's all guys. So I'm like, where are the women? Where are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. But now that I have kids, I kind of know they're probably home with 2 babies stuck on their boobs.
Boobs. Yeah, that's quite a picture.
Well, yeah.
It's lovely.
So, do you miss New York pizza? You're from New York, right?
No, Seattle.
You miss
And
what Seattle
I don't
have?
miss Seattle pizza.
Or do they have coffee?
The coffee.
What does
I
Seattle
do
have?
kind of miss the coffee, actually. The
Okay.
Seattle
but
coffee.
they have Pete's Coffees from Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Starbucks is from Seattle.
Yes. I'm not a
Can't miss
fan
it that
of
much.
Starbucks, though. I mean, I'll drink it, but
I went to Seattle once, and it was the most white people I've ever seen in one place. And I usually don't even notice that because I'm white. But
it is.
But I noticed it. There were so many white people I actually noticed. Like, wow, this is all white people. I've never been someplace that was all white people like that before.
It's the Great White North. It's the Great White Northwest. Is what we call it. Yeah.
There's more white
there's
people
like-
than in Seattle than any other place.
Any place I've seen. I mean, it was what they call monoculture.
very white.
Monoculture. So
It's a little. It's one of the reasons. I mean, when I moved down here, I noticed the difference right away. Coming
Yeah.
down here. but I far prefer more diversity.
Yeah.
Than.
Yeah, here you hear lots of different languages, lots of ethnicities. It's totally normal
it's
for
so interesting.
friends to be of different races. Like it's not like a clump of blacks and a clump of Asians and a clump of whites. It's kind of everybody's blending together and accepting all different types of races and people. So
Yeah, it's a great melting pot for sure.
It's not like that everywhere.
No.
So.
That's what makes LA so great.
So we're going to put your set up tonight. Are you going to be doing some different jokes?
A few different lines. I've got some other tags that I'm going to
try out.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
It sounds like there's.
All right. Well, we're going to be starting soon.
Okay.
And so let the people at home know how to find you online.
You can find me at Erin Mohr Comedy, ERINMOHR Comedy, on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and ErinMohr.com.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on.
All right, Erin Mohr. Thanks for coming through, man. Cool.
So you guys ready for the next comedian coming to the stage? Yeah! I said, are you ready for the next comedian coming to the stage? Yeah! You got it right. Clap them hands together and show some love for the EM coming to the stage. I'm talking about Erin Mohr.
I should have taken longer to get here. Let's see how long it sustained that. Hi, everybody. I'm Erin Mohr. Hello. I am a trans woman. Thank you very much. Yes, I did it all for the moves. Really, for that, I did. Honestly, you can tell I'm actually a woman because I would do anything for validation. Yeah, including change my sex. Let's see what. I come from a life of privilege. Yeah, I used to be a man. Yeah, true. Okay, well, all right, listen, a lot of people ask, so I'd like to get this out of the way right at the top. The answer is yes. When I am... Just wait, it gets funnier. The answer is yes. When I am tucked, I am able to fart on my own genitalia. Right, yeah. That's where everybody goes. Okay, well, all right. It sounds a bit gross, and I'll admit that. But trust me, when you've been sitting on your junk for a couple hours, that breeze feels pretty fucking good. It does. Yeah, sometimes, you just got to crack the window on that clown car. That's my junk down here. It doesn't matter if you're just getting exhaust. It feels refreshing. Actually, I told that joke one time, and somebody came up to me afterwards, and they were impressed that I was able to get everything, back there. And yeah, I know it's impressive. I have a very, very small taint. It is. But it's not the size of your taint that matters, right? What you can do with it. I got some mad taint feelings. A lot of people ask about the bathroom thing, when they find out I'm transgender. And obviously I think anybody should be able to use the bathroom that they feel they want to use. Yes, damn right. And a lot of people, like conservative people, will say, think about the children, gotta worry about the children. Yeah, they gotta think about the children, but it's not about them. The bathroom thing is not about them. I mean, they still let clergy use the bathroom. Right? Public restroom. By the way, I use the women's room. I take care of my business standing up. You know, it doesn't make me less of a woman. It's not easy to take a shit standing up. Sometimes it's gross, but I do it. I don't know why. I haven't always been transgender. I wasn't born. Well, I was, but it's okay. Here's the deal. I grew up in the dark ages. It's called the 80s. Yeah, dark. Very. I mean, there was a lot of neon, but still dark. So there weren't a lot of like transgender icons for me to look up to, you know. I mean, we had Mrs. Doubtfire, yeah, and that dude from Silence of the Lambs. Those were all icons. Yeah, Buffalo Bill. Yeah. He was. Well, in the 80s, that's all he had, right? But yeah, mixed messages. Hello, I want to wear your skin. That's Buffalo Bill and Mrs. Doubtfire. But yeah, I eventually, came to terms with I was trans. When you finally do come out, it's kind of like thinking about your wedding, your whole life. Like I imagined like this ball gown, I'm wearing a ball gown and coming down these marble steps and somebody's like, here she is, you're transgender, like a big event. And it's not like that, it's a lot of little steps. You go through therapy, you take pills, and blah, 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 blah. I guess it's really hard to figure out what my real traniversary is. I guess what I'm trying to transplain. I'm sorry, I trained even. You guys. I've been Erin Mohr. You guys have been fabulous. Thank you very much.
That's right. Another round of applause for Erin Mohr.
Hey guys, you need a party tent, you need a commercial tent, you need a tent because you have no garage? Well, log on to webtentsale.com, WEBTENTSALE.com, and check out our site. This site is designed for commercial tents, party tents, and anything but camping tents. So if you need a tent because you have a party and you need to buy it instead of renting it all the time, you're tired of throwing your money down the drain, well, go to our website, webtentsale.com, and check it out and order your tent right now.
Hey, Dive Bar comedy listeners. I am Wild Joe.
This is GT.
We're here with Jon Deline.
How's it going?
Second time on our show, and it's the second time here at Lotus Lounge.
Super excited. Getting ready to do some dive bar comedy.
You gonna be doing any singing this time?
This time, actually, probably not. I could sing. I could just sing random things, though.
No, we loved your impersonation of a Russian, was it Vladimir Putin?
Yeah.
That was very funny and very original.
The producer liked it. The producer we're working on a sizzle, he liked it. But he's not here today. He's not recording. But he's going to be back on the next show.
Nice.
He really liked it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you could
Fantastic.
do it for him.
Yeah.
You know what? You completely transformed when you did that bit. It was like you became Vladimir Putin. I mean, I was like, it was like an optical illusion. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The hat, too. A hat.
Yeah. It's an entire transformation. I've been working as a character actor for years, so that's kind of my jam.
That's awesome.
It's like doing character shit.
Wow.
I'm planning on trying to do some of my Augustus Gloop stuff tonight, so we'll see how...
Augustus Gloop?
Yeah, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah, I knew that name.
A lovely little German boy who loves chocolate.
It's a German, but Russian, German, all right, you're hitting all the countries.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going on a world tour with my comedy, trying to hit up every place I can.
That's good. It's like it's a small world, but it's just you.
Yes, but it's a big me, small world.
I wish our listeners could see you right now.
Right.
This is not a visual...
medium, yeah. Visual jokes don't work so well here, but just to let everyone know, I'm a very rotund individual, also known as just fat as fuck. Well, not.
No, you're rotund is a better word, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you're fat as fuck, but you're jolly. You look jolly.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I use that to my advantage.
Oh, yeah. It could come to your advantage in wrestling, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I
I
used to do a thing up in the Bay Area called Hood Slam, which was an amateur wrestling thing.
You're
that
kidding.
Was fun. No, it was
you
fun.
were wrestling people.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's this wonderful thing up in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's usually in Oakland called Hood Slam.
Wow, you're a multifaceted guy.
Yeah, I get around basically.
You're like an onion. You have many layers.
many layers, like a frickin' onion.
Wow. Well, this is exciting getting to know you on our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we got to wrap it up. We're gonna move on.
All right. Our show is starting, so we got to go. I love having you on our show every single time, and you're really a treat for the listeners. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Jon Deline on Facebook, MonsterStrong86 on Instagram, Deline John on Twitter, and my website is www.jondeline.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Comedy Jam. Once again, thank all you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out, hanging out, sticking around. Shout out to the pool table back there. Round of applause for everybody at the pool table. Because they some thugs. I like them. All right. Yeah. Giggity. So you motherfuckers ready for the next comedian? You goddamn right you are. So get them hands nice and warm, clapping together. Pat, pat, pat. Give me some clap, 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 clap for Mr. Jon Deline.
Hello. My name is Augustus Gloop. And I am a chocoholic. It all started when I was a young boy. Both of my parents were chocolate makers. And all we had to eat it was chocolate. It was awful. I had type 6 diabetes by the age of 6. Anyway, my life got better because one day, eating a chocolate bar, I found a golden ticket. You've all seen the documentary, yeah? Anyway, so I was able to go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, which was wonderful. I scrolled through the gumdrops with the lollipops, and then I came to the chocolate river. And then I started drinking it. And I fell in. And then I got sucked up into the pipe. And the chocolate, it kept pushing at me and pushing at me. Until I had no place to go. Except for straight up my ass. But it was heaven. That was my first chocolate enema and it wasn't my last. I was hooked. I would go to school and we would take Cadbury cream eggs and shove them up our asses before biology class. We would get so high. Eventually, I started running out of money. And it went from using Godiva to Ghirardelli and eventually to Hershey's. Never use Hershey's. It's like plastic. You have to peel that off your ass. But eventually my friends realized I had a problem. And they sent me to rehab. And the doctors had to strap me down. And the Oompa Loompas came back singing a song at me. Oompa Loompa gobble-dee-doo-dee. Why do you want to be a junkie? Oompa Loompa gobble-dee-da-doo. Fuck, I messed that up. It's fine. It's a bit I do a lot. I'll move on to other things. How you guys doing? Yeah, getting this going on. So I feel really personal with you guys now, mostly because I'm drunk, as we all are. I mean, that's really what being drunk is all about, right? Just feeling like you're really having a personal connection, even though it's just a chemical connection. So, for the longest time, I thought I was a gay man, mostly because I sucked a lot of dick. But more recently in my life, I figured out that I was bisexual, which is, like both men and women, which was, like having the ice cream or gelato of sexuality. Very creamy. But more recently, I figured out that I'm a pansexual, and if you don't know what that means you like people regardless of gender, regardless of what they look like, horny. But more recently, I've realized I'm a dairy sexual, and I just like to fuck cheese. Every time I go into a Whole Foods past the cheese place, it's horrible because I always cream myself. Get your minds out of the gutter. I just like pouring cream all over me. The employees really don't like that very much. And you know helicoptering where you spin your dick around? All dairy sexuals try out, when they get hard, they just put a wheel of cheese on their dicks and just let it spin. It's really fun. But truthfully, I'm just a dirty little slut, and I actually honestly identify as a lesbian in a male body, mostly because I like to eat pussy and get penetrated in the ass. It's great. I mean, guys, the thing is that anal play does not make you gay at all. It's just getting in touch with your G-spot. Have any of you men out here ever had your prostate milked? Anybody? Anybody? No, raise your hand. It's a lot of fun. It's I will say, the best blowjobs I've ever had was having a huge anal plug in my ass, and I've never come harder in my entire life. It's amazing. You should all try it. This has been my public service announcement for the night. Every straight man, you need to get in touch with your butt. Just do it. It'll be worth it. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, it's true. I'm glad you do. I love this too. I feel like we're having a connection.
You are outrageous.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. You really have no idea. Thinking of sexuality, who has kinks here? Who loves kinky shit? Yes! One person. You guys are all lying! You're all lying! Everyone has their kinks, even if it's not having a kink. And it's one of those things. I hate people who kink shame other people. Unless shaming is your kink, then fuck you, you dirty little whore! Fuck you, bitch! So I figured out who likes shaming in the room. This is great, fantastic. We'll talk later. What the fuck? I had all these things planned, but I decided that I'm not gonna do them anymore. Mostly because I'm a man with a dad bod and a baby face. That means I'm my own baby daddy. Oh, I got some groans on that one. That one was good. Yeah. I'll leave you guys on this one, this short joke. I'm done with toxic people. I really, really am just entirely in my life. I mean, the last relationship I had, the person I was dating, she took $2,000 from me. $2,000 from me. I guess that's what I get from dating a whore. Hashtag sex work is real work. Okay, guys, I've been Jon Deline. See you guys later.
Show some love. Another round of applause for Jon Deline. Boy, killed that shit. That's right. Get in touch with your booty, gentlemen. Get in touch with your booty.
Hey guys, you need flooring because your floors got messed up during the last party. You need flooring because your dog urinated all over the place and it's all brown and stained and it's buckling and it's warping because of your dog. You were out doing comedy. No one was home. Well, log on to selectflooring.biz. Selectflooring.biz. B-I-Z. And hit them up. Call them up. Say, hey, what your situation is.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Dive Bar Comedy, episode 55.
55.
That's about the age of the women you dated before you met me.
Oh, yeah.
Or 95, I should say.
55, yeah. I remember.
55
I
and
lost
over.
my virginity to her. In
Wow.
the alley.
Wow. It's exciting.
In the valley.
An alley in the valley? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
in the alley in the valley.
You could write a song about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
In my mom's Jeep Cherokee, yeah.
All right. Well, that's a story for next time. Everybody, check us out every Wednesday, divebarcomedy.com, and everywhere you can find us on the web, and come to our live shows.
Cool. August 29th at the Liquid Zoo. Be there. Starts 8:30 p.m. in Van Nuys.
Thanks a lot.